Hey guys, I was just looking through my replays and I found this game from about a month ago. It was just a criminal misplay followed by some really good play, and I just wanted to show how you can turn around a game that starts off really poorly because sometimes you get greedy. It's been a long day, right? Like you're winning 40% of your games or whatever and just getting steamrolled 15 to 2. And you're just trying to like get a couple of hits in. It just doesn't go your way. So here we are on steps. We're taking the rev out. So obviously, I like to take as much view range as I can in this tank. I think even running the premium consumable, I think getting out to like 470 meters view range is a lot more effective than taking like a gun rammer per se. So I'm taking vents, I'm taking coded optics, I'm taking a turbo just so that I can move around this area better, get a little better firepower out of the vents, and just do what I can. So I'm going to try to take this position up around like K8-ish, and the Super Hellcat kind of beats me to where I want to go. So I'm going to try to get up there before the LTG spots me, and this is where the turbo really comes in. The Rev is not a fast tank, so if you can get this tank to be a little bit more competitive in that aspect, it's really helpful for sure. So I got the Panther off my side here, and I just want to peek up. I'm definitely going to out-trade him. My gun outperforms him in almost every single category, so if he wants to trade me, I'm definitely going to take that. I got to watch the Yag Panther, and here's where I make the mistake. If you see that bush just got knocked down in the back, but I'm totally tunnel visioning. I think that's the Ferdinand with probably the 560 Alpha gun who just knocked over the bush, and he's probably staring straight at me right now. Should have probably taken my win and fallen back here, but we're going to see what happens. 423 out of the Ferdinand. I think I have 10 seconds, so I'm trying to think about going up, and the Vipera smacks me, so now I gotta pull around, and the Vipera smacks me again. So now we're down to 10 HP. And we gotta think here. The worst thing I can do is push back out for the Vipera or the Ferdinand with a gun with 200 millimeters of pen and get blind shotted in return. So I'm just thinking I can hit the Yag Panther here comfortably without exposing myself to the other two, or I can look out now that I'm unspotted and try to make something happen. I know I have the view range here, so hopefully I can make something happen with some spotting capability. The Panther's well within my spotting range if he pushes back out. The Yag Panther's well within my spotting range, and so is this T20. Now I know I am going to get spotted if I shoot here, so if I pull the trigger I need to pull back very fast. And if I wasn't tunneling, I would have been able to see that the Vipera is out in the open right now. And here he comes. So let's try to get a shot on him. The shell velocity on this tank is absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to try to use that to get a nice quick shot into the lower plate with this half-decent penetration. And the gun handling is beautiful on this tank. So now I see the Ferdinand spotted. I use the reload time on this tank, which is exactly 10 seconds more or less, to determine whether or not I'm unspotted, and I'm going to intuition switch to heat for the Ferdinand since he's at long range and is a heavy target, excuse me, the Vipera, and aim for that lower plate once again and right through. So that's 800 damage on the Ferdinand, up to 1100 total now with 136 spotting. So we're starting to recover the game a little bit here. And one thing that I listen to with like skill 4 LTU is that like you can't impact the game if you're dead, right? So even if you have 10 HP, just play conservative, stay back, hit what you can, and try to just like improve your game moderately, right? One shot at a time here. I'm inching my way back to like a productive game instead of having 340 damage and poking back out on the Ferdinand. I'm, starting to wind up with 1500 here. Let's see if we could poke again, hit another shot. Nothing spotted right now, but the point stands. We're looking for, moments where we can impact the game even slightly here. Get a shot on the TVP, tracking here. And I'm still unspotted, so I'm going to be able to push out. Hopefully hit the TVP again. We're loading APCR this time. And we take out the TVP. Now we're up to 2200 damage. This is a pretty comfortable game. I'd take this thing to the bank if I was, just going into this game not knowing I was going to be on 10 HP, but like, now that I know that, like, This game's just, I'm playing with house money at this point. Poking out on the Ferdinand, probably going to want to load heat here, get the intuition switch to heat, and the shell dips into the dirt, I think. Now the BZ's pushing up, and I think the AMX is probably taking that position as well, but our SU shuts down the BZ. This is a close game here, and I wish I, let's just see how this game plays out. But I'm pushing out again, looking for something on the Panther, something on the Ferdinand, something on the Yag Panther, just to like push me over into that like 3k damage. And there's the Ferdinand. Let's see. Kind of aim for that flat part at the bridge, and there you go. It's the same, trick with the Ferdinand and the Tiger. Just aim for that flat bar of armor with heat or anything else, and you're going right through. Or the turret superstructure. Gonna take a blind shot there, goes right in. I think we penetrated that pretty comfortably. We'll see when he gets respotted though. And the AMX is pushing around. I can't afford to get spotted there, so I'm gonna push back since I wasn't reloaded quite yet. Now I think the AMX is coming around to spot me, and he's coming around for the Super Hellcat. Perfectly fine by me. He's gonna, let me get a free kill off on him effectively. And my Super Hellcat shuts him down, but he gets shut down by the Ferdinand in return. And we push out to see if we can spot anything. Now I should be careful here. I should know that blind shots are going to start coming in. The Panther takes a shot, lucky bounce there. You shouldn't trust the Revalorise to bounce anything. But I know he's blind firing that position now, and I can peek out, take a blind shot at him. I think that sailed high, but I think he's there. So I'm going to push back a little. This is a close game. We have a SU and a Stir Emil. Just waiting here to see what happens. Not too keen to push out on that Panther, just knowing that he's blind shotting that position. And I get spotted and shot by the Yag Panther. I don't really know where I would have been spotted from in this position. This was just a very strange play to me. Unless he pushed up maybe over here somehow and shot me through a bush. That's all I can think. Great play by that Yag Panther if he did. But yeah, we turned, about 5 minutes ago in this game, we're sitting on 350 damage and 10 HP. We turned that into 3k with 100 spotting, so it's 3.2k combined, and a huge profit. The Revalorise turns a massive profit. And now, regardless of whether we win or not, I'm very happy that, if you stay in a game, I know a lot of players, a lot of veteran players sometimes get frustrated with early games like that, and they push out into a shot, and, just to, like, take one more shot penetrating before they, think that their game's, already over, so, let me just go get one more shot, and they end up dying. When if you, just play conservatively, get your spotting in, and just take the shots that are presented to you, you can really fix a game that starts out so abysmally. And, I really made an impact on this game one way or the other. So yeah, if you can handle that, if you can just like stay cool mentally and not get tilted on the Ferdinand or the Vipera at the beginning of the game, and just take the shots that you get, you're really gonna do substantially better in this game, and your stats are gonna show it.